Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Case of the Golden Idol DLC, The Spider of Lanka. We just saw the overly enthusiastic card game tournament in the Yellow Lily. Not terribly difficult. Let's see what the repercussions of that were with the three-headed elephant or the herd of elephants. I don't know. Elephant statue. Today is the most important day in your life, children. You will meet a Lemurian saint and other powerful people. This looks like Oberon Geller. Children. Who is he talking to? This must be the Lemurian saint. And this is the guy that Oberon Geller was escorting from the establishment, right? Zubiri Kara? He's a Lemurian saint. Maybe? Maybe this is a saint. I don't know. It looks like a guard or something, though. The unfortunate accident at the Raja's court. Okay. Still looks like a one-pager. Nope. We can go upstairs there. How do I leave? Ah, okay. There are several little scenes I can go into. Okay. So this is going to be a more meaty experience, I guess. Maybe. Just a lot of things to keep track of. What are they going to ask us about today? Who some people are, and then some stuff that we don't know about. Okay, well this is Mr. Geller. I did not expect my first Seven Seas assignment to conclude so shockingly. No wonder these savage countries need to be civilized. Or is that... This is Oberon Geller, right? It just has that very... Or no, I was going to say he looks like a Cloudsley, but Oberon Geller isn't a Cloudsley. Albert. Okay. We must strengthen relations with Abaya the Radiant in order to establish a trading outpost in Lanka and bring these four locally produced pigments to Europe. Oh, these four locally produced pigments to Europe. Usharik, produced in mines filled with toxic gas. Aphid, gathered from silverback piranha-infested lakes. Lakwa, harvested from the nesting crickets. Sector, gathered from the sector spiders. Our cultural tolerance department has provided a gift. A statue appropriate to these devil-worshipping societies. Find out if they appreciated it. Consider pretending to be a devil worshipper too. Seven Seas Central Office, Londonborough? Not a real place as far as I know, but who knows? I'm no geographer. He has a sword. Oh, and there's a book with Seven Seas Company, travel guide, navigation. The North Star. Okay, yeah, this is true. Once you're facing the North Star, you're facing north. And here's the Big Dipper pointing at the North Star. Navigating by crescent moon. Imagine a line joining the endpoints and down into the horizon. That direction is south. That's probably true. I mean, I have never heard this before, and so it could just be totally made up, but it's in the same book as something about the North Star, so it's probably true. Important. Seven Seas Company Associate Travel Guide. On the island of Lanka, as with many other former colonies of the Lemurian Empire, the lingua franca is Common Lemurian. This is an example of Common Lemurian script. Oh. Is that why the font was all pink for that one guy? Because he was speaking Common Lemurian? Note that the honorific master is followed by the surname. For the last century, the island of Lanka has been divided into three kingdoms and named by their ruler, each named by their ruler's family. They are Jaffna, Gamani, Hafna, Gamani, and Vijaya kingdoms. Each kingdom is ruled by a Raja who subjugates the peasantry, enabling the cheap production of cloth, pigments, and spices. Forgot Period. Okay. This is someone eating a gift? Spoon the gift into your mouth? This is a diagram explaining... So we've... we provided a gift. This is like instructions on what to do. Like, here's a gift. What do you do with it? Put it in your mouth. And like, we brought some tobacco. Is this instructions on what to do with tobacco? I don't know. For the local savages. A pipe. Albert Cloudsley? Is that a person? Yeah, Albert Cloudsley. It was not Sebastian Cloudsley in the first mission. It was Albert Cloudsley and Oberon Geller. That's right. And then we never saw Albert again. I will not be able to accompany you on your first Seven Seas mission. A pressing matter requires my attention. 1. Ignore whatever rubbish Central Office has suggested. 2. Befriend Putra. He has the Raja's ear. 3. When you arrive, place the gift in the location as instructed on the wrapping paper. It is meant to be a surprise. I see. So these are instructions for you about what to do with the gift. I guess he should put it here? Maybe? Is it a bomb or something? Okay, but like, I can tell you one thing. This is Albert. Pretty sure it's Albert Cloudsley, but that can wait. Keep your mouth... Okay, that'll be important. Shut, boy. Your father committed a murder and cannot be forgiven. Undoubtedly, His Highness will demand your life. Position guards outside the Chamber of Trials during the test in the morning. Only my children and the priest must be allowed in there. The priest forbids the presence of any Westerners during the ritual, but we do not wish to insult a man of the Seven Seas Company. Entertain Albert Cloudsley, Esquire, by showing him the gardens during the ceremony. Meanwhile, allow nobody to enter the ritual hall except me, my children, the Lemurian delegation, and our noble Blade Master. So this guy, I mean, he's in charge of something. He's probably one of the Rajas, if I had to guess. Cease your threats, Lankan lackey. I am not to blame for my father's deceptions. So this is the guy from last puzzle. But perhaps this is the price we pay for our stagnating culture. I beg you, cease to request that we meet. You know it is unwise. Venerable Yupik's watchful eyes notice everything. He is your father, and you know his character. He will not tolerate such transgression. I am a mere servant and must know my place. I can never be part of Kara family. Ari. So this guy is dating one of his servants? Or wants to be, I guess. Well, we know this is Mr. Kara. We've seen him before. I don't think I see his first name here yet, but we know what it is. Do not worry, young Lemurian. If it is meant for you to die today, it will be by my hand and swift. I have killed many people for the right and the wrong reasons. Such is the Dharma of the warrior. It's very reassuring. My tiger, have you found anything that might help me earn my rightful title? Then you can be by my side forever. Leave it in the bush by the pyre. That insufferable Putra has his dogs. Search our things regularly, so we must be careful. Your Moonlight, and soon your Queen. This looks like Days to me. I really don't like this font. I understand they need a different font to like convey, oh, they're speaking another language, or they don't need to, but they chose to. I just wish I could read it, that's all. So, the pyre is over here, yeah? Yeah. And what did it say to do with the thing by the pyre? Leave it in the bush by the pyre. Well, this is a bush. Did not give precise answers, but this will help. 1. Rotate the line? Theline? I don't understand. Every fourth same color, circle, circle, square. The number of horizontal lines multiplied by 6. 3 is easy, just look carefully. So there's a 3-part... Look carefully, not think carefully. There's some 3-part puzzle that wants 3 answers, and these are clues to those, I guess. This is a statue. Possibly with a bomb in its mouth, we don't know. The woman has a huge wound across her abdomen beneath an apron, and she is not breathing. November 15th. Tomorrow is the big day, and my heart trembles with anticipation. If Tissa passes the test, I will not feel I have failed. I will witness his ritual of blade with joy in my heart. For none is braver and wiser and worthier than him to inherit father's responsibilities. If I happen to be picked, I will bow my head in humble appreciation of this great honor. It looks like you were picked. People of Albion. Okay, this is where, like, the Cloudsleys are from. Albion. Leaflet number 8. Titania Printing House. Read and learn the Albion language. The best way to learn this language is by looking at the Seven Seas Company's gift to the Raja. Interesting. Despite their name, the Infernal Guard are dedicated to a noble cause, fighting fire. Yelling to clear the way, they hurry to the place of ordeal to do their unenviable job. The guards do not feel fear and smirk at things that would be agony to commoners. They bravely step into the infernal limbo and do their duty. Challenges they face are like lava, and obstacles can be ominous, and during the nights even otherworldly, but inattentiveness is a swift killer. Ignited with bravery, they step into the nightmares. Their burden is monstrous. They often yell commands, already fatigued. If accidents can cause such misery, intentional cases are more odious, but the men, unclean and tired, run to the place of terror to face whatever horror awaits them. So... Is that somehow a clue that this is pointing at? Every fourth circle, circle, square. I don't know what the hell this is about. Rotating, number of horizontal lines. Okay, none of that seems relevant to this. So I don't know what this thing is about the Infernal Guard. I imagine it'll be important. This is a lot of words put in here if it doesn't mean anything. Is it really just... Wait. These words are different than they were a minute ago? Am I crazy? Ah! They both have the same newspaper. Best way to learn this language is by looking at the Seven Seas Company's gift to the Raja. This one says, I suggest you do your language practice while observing the Seven Seas Company gift to Raja. They both have the same newspaper, but with a slightly different note scribbled onto it in Lemurian. May you travel from darkness to light, from death to immortality, dear sister. Death is a mere illusion that appears to those who cannot grasp absolute reality. Tomorrow's the great day. The ritual hall will be opened, and Anula and I will be evaluated. May light guide my sister in the test, for she is worthy of the title. If fate judges me to be the one, then I am ready to undergo the journey through the blade to the sun and back again to claim my birthright. Okay, so these two are siblings. She won and got sliced in half for it, I guess. The wooden apron and clothing beneath it have been slashed. A mixture of blood and red paint? Interesting. A stiff ornamented apron made of wood. Red paint. Interesting. What's in here? Weirdest bus imaginable. There's a lot going on in this puzzle, that's for sure. I haven't figured things out yet. The following people are only allowed in the ritual hall on November 16th. Well, hang on. Actually, before I do this, I can say a little bit more now about these people, can I not? Just by their notes. Anula is your sister. And Tissa is your brother. Okay. So this is Tissa. And you're Anula. I don't think I figured out your last names. Last name singular, I suppose. But okay, I do know that much. The following people only are allowed in the ritual hall on November 16th. During the testing procedure in the morning, the Lemurian priest and the potential heirs. Okay, these are the heirs to one of the empires? I forget what they were called. States? So these two and the priest. Sure. During the ritual of the blade in the evening, the Lemurian delegation, the royal family, the spy master, and the blade master. So these two had some kind of test to decide which one of them should be chopped in half by this dangling blade. And that's what got our poor friend Anula. What? Is this a real person? It looks like a real person. The woman is not breathing. The hall will be unlocked the morning they take the test. When the winner is revealed, we will lock it again. The evening before the ritual, lock yourself inside and set everything up. Remember to prepare the apron for the one who succeeds. The red paint is in the vase. Yupik. She has blue paint as well. My tender petal, I spend my nights restlessly thinking about your sweet lips and eyes. Let us meet again at midnight on November 12th in the Orchid Garden. There we can have privacy to share love and secrets. Your warrior, Jayan. Lastly, dear diary, I believe I have finally found love after all these years. I wonder if I can leave my servitude and marry this brave fighter. The poor boy will be heartbroken, but he should have understood a long time ago that I have no interest in him. Ah! It has a mechanism. To... When the blade is swinging by, lower the person's torso so they won't actually be killed. And you can put red paint on to make it look like they were, maybe? Huh. Wait, I can go up and look at the ceiling. Okay, what is happening? So, you have to go talk to the priest and drink a potion. Then lie down. Your spirit will leave your body. And God is going to chop up your body. But then, you can go back down into your body. And the priest will heal your wound, and you can just drink another potion and be fine. So, like, while you're dead, your soul will be up in heaven. But then the priest will fix it, and you'll be fine again. So that's why they have this little mechanism for making it look like you've been sliced in half. Is so that you can pretend to be dead for a while. And then the priest will heal you, and the fact that you weren't sliced in half won't be, like, contradictory because the priest healed you. Okay. A bottle of pink substance labeled Usharic ink. I forget where Usharic ink comes from, but it's one of the things they want at the Seven Seas Trading Company. Math! We gotta do Lankan or Lemurian math. These are letters or I don't know. Circled, 18, this is a shape. This is the right shape. The right way to rotate this piece? Huh. Okay. Aphid ink. Are these the same test? They were both taking the same test and they got different answers? Yeah, you circled this one. Whereas your friend over here circled the one on the top left. Different numbers, 14 versus 18. And is this the same shape? I'm not good at shapes. It looks the same. You circled that it's this object. And I guess this is how we'll be able to tell which one of them was right. We'll assume that whoever got this question right was right on all of them, because this is the only one I can understand. Well, I don't know. 18... I mean, actually, we could work this out too, couldn't we? This must be asking, like, how many total shapes are there? Here, like, this is one big triangle, right? But there's also a triangle here, and a triangle here, and a triangle here. So there's 3 triangles you could construct from each of the columns. And I guess, again, we could merge 2 of the columns. So there's another 3 that's just these 2 columns, 9, 12. Another 3 for these 2 columns, 15. And another 3 for all 3 columns together, 18. So I think there are 18 triangles in this diagram. There are more non-triangle shapes, like you can build trapezoids. But that's way, way more than 18. The 2 answers to consider are 18 and 14. So I think 18 is the right answer. So is this object this or not? I don't know, man. It does... Let's see. If it were this bend would be here, right? How would you make that happen? You would rotate it like along an axis that's kind of parallel to the monitor, left to right, taking this and rotating it into the screen 90 degrees kind of and down. Then you'd get this shape kind of. And this would be facing up. You'd still have to rotate it kind of to the right a bit. Yeah, this looks about right. And this other one? Here. I mean, that's just obviously wrong, right? This little stubby leg doesn't exist anywhere. Okay, so this person lost. They flunked the test. I'm guessing they got this question wrong too, although who knows what any of it means. The person who wrote in green ink failed, and pink ink succeeded. And I mean, further, we know... I think, well, no. We know who got chopped in half. But we don't know who won. It seems like being chopped in half was an honor and a privilege. And probably this person won. to become the heir. So they had this whole setup to like send you up to heaven for a while, and like you wouldn't give that to the loser, right? So that's what I think's happening there. This is the dying Raja, I guess? You wanted life for life, O most radiant and magnificent Raja. I was right. Has this information satisfied your needs? Small box filled with incense sticks. For sharing this secret, I will allow your Zubiri to live, but he must join me on the journey as insurance for your honesty. You are free to leave with your delegation. Rings with expensive gems, Qatar blade. So, Zubiri belongs to this person in some way. Is this Zubiri's father, or just like his Raja? This is a saint, right? The person on the boat who was being called a saint, like they had this weird thing. Unless Zubiri himself is the saint, which is possible. We have the name Zubiri now, by the way. Bottle of blue substance, labeled Lakwa ink. Magnificent Raja. Okay, good. I accept your invitation to facilitate the test and the initiation. Our delegate will arrive with the necessary equipment at the start of November. Regarding the Westerners, you already know that we strongly advise against trading with them. They do not understand the importance of Lemurian tradition, and their ways are impure. High Priest of Kara clan. Okay, so we now have the word Raja, which I don't remember if we had before. We must not have, because it's down in the bottom right. Your Magnificence. Some encoded correspondence is being exchanged between someone at the palace and somebody else. I do not like it. My spies are working overtime to discover who is behind this. Probably the newspapers. I still believe it is safe for your children to undergo the test, and for the chosen one to go through the rites of rebirth. Oh, rebirth, okay. The Lemurian saint confirms that the ritual is the same as when you were sworn in when you came of age. By day's end, you will have your heir, your highness. Master's son. Soon? Okay. Someone at the palace. And this last place, I guess, is a room. Thanks for that hot tip. Okay, here's the names of a bunch of kingdoms, some of which I have... I think I have the names of the kingdoms already, right? But now I know, like, their capitals or something of the sort. And their relative locations. And the colors associated with them, perhaps? Dear Butra, I did my best to seduce that Lemurian servant girl from Sukera family, so we could obtain successful results for the young prince in the test. Surprisingly, she was not charmed by my advances. I do not know what is wrong with her. Royal Blade Master G. Seems dubious. Can I trust him? So this is written in English, right? This is Lemurian script. No, I don't know. This is Lemurian script too, I think. Anyway, the person reading it is named Putra and probably was not taking notes in English. Sector Inc. Whoa! Okay. You will be heir. Found this poem and picture at the palace yesterday. Picture is the key. So it's not hard to decode, but the method is curious. 2, 5, 2, 5, 4, 5. Well, 2. What is happening? This is some... The picture is the key. This is some mechanism for indicating one important word in each line. And the first letter of that word is part of the coded message. What do you mean picture is the key? These are sort of... These are sort of all descriptions of this picture. But, like, not really in any interesting way. There's sort of things the picture is doing. But, like, it can't be a lion and an ocelot, right? And it's not an emperor. Picture is the key. Sector spider feed only twice a week. Are the deadliest arthropods of Lanka. Colmarian scorpion, a quick and painful death. Plain beetle, a merciful killer, like falling asleep. Legion centipede, after death, victim's body bloats like a balloon in minutes. Nesting cricket, bite stops heart quickly. Oh, hello, guys. That's a spider, that's a cricket, that's a centipede. That's a scorpion, that's a beetle. So you just got all the poisons here. Slash pigment makers. So what's... picture is the key. But how? Like, because... I assume this is a coded message, right? But what's the key? Look at the Seven Seas Company's gift to the Raja. Which... I mean, we haven't quite found, right? This is a statue. Clearly, this... You learn the language, like... They're telling you the key is... I mean, it's not the statue. He didn't bring a statue. He placed the gift in something's mouth. And it could be this, but we're not allowed to look closely at it. And the only other real mouth I've seen is this one. Oh, you know, actually, this says VII. This has the Seven Seas Trading Company logo on it. This statue must have been a gift from the Seven Seas Trading Company. Do I have all the words now? I do. Okay. Yeah, this is a complicated one. Okay. Well, this we can say some things about. This person failed. This person succeeded. And we know it was... Well, we don't know which one of them used green ink and which used purple. We don't know their last name either. The Lemurian delegation. So is this not... I don't totally understand the politics here. Are these people all Lemurians, or are just some of them Lemurians? It seems like there's just a delegation of Lemurians, right? Visiting Lanka? Travel, yeah. Death to immortality. Oh, wait, no, we do know which one of them won. Right? Because it was the one who's dead. that won. Anula succeeded. And Tissa failed. You know, I bet you could actually solve this puzzle as well, couldn't you? It just looked like gibberish to me. But I'm realizing now it's one of these, like, what's the pattern? Right? Like, this isn't like, oh, this is a question in some language you don't understand and ends with a question mark. It's saying which symbol comes next. And these are all rotating. Right? Like 45 degrees clockwise each time. So it would have to be one with a vertical line. We see a square every third. So this really shouldn't be a square, right? And the colors are cycling: yellow, brown, red, black, or whatever. Yeah, not yellow. White, brown, red, black. White, brown, red, black. So it should be white, horizontal, circle. And I bet if we look over here, yeah, that's what we see. So this person got every question right. This person embarrassingly got every question wrong. Okay. So who are all these other maniacs? Okay, tell me about the politics again? I don't need to know how to navigate. Kingdom is ruled by a Raja. There's 3 kingdoms, each named by the ruler's family. So the last name of the ruler should be the name of the kingdom. Okay. And these are former colonies of the Lemurian Empire. So Lemuria was bigger than this place, but it no longer is this place. Also, I'm just noticing this. That direction is south, I guess, whatever that means. Like, I don't know why I need to know that, but the navigation tells me to use this to navigate. Oh, I forgot you can zoom in. Not helpful, because I want to zoom in up there and you won't let me. I was just looking around to see if I could find the Big Dipper as well, and I can't. So this points south. Okay, if you say so. So this statue. Place something by a bush? Wasn't that an instruction somewhere? Place the gift in the location instructed. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. What's this? Strengthen relations with Abaya the Radiant. So, if I had to guess, that's the Raja of the current place, right? You're probably Mr. Abaya. And you're probably a Kara, right? You're the priest of Kara or whatever. Right, is your Zubiri. I think they would share a last name. I'm supposed to somehow identify a message from this. Like, this could be Gar, Infernal. I could be the first. And we know it's a 2-letter word, a 3-letter word, a 4-letter, 4-letter, 2-letter, 2-letter, 5-letter, right? Because the paragraph breaks were word breaks, basically. Infernal. Fire? If you yelling ordeal unenviable? I don't understand like how these words are supposed to be picked out by this thing. This could be at, R, and 2, but like, I don't know. Why would this indicate those letters? Okay, so we also haven't figured out what to do with this. Oh. This was the clues to the trial puzzle. Here. I can't believe they thought I would need a hint for that. And not for understanding this bullshit. Just look carefully, idiot. Number of horizontal lines multiplied by 6. Is that true? I mean, sure, it works on this case, but in general? Depends how many vertical lines there are too, right? Anyway, rotate the line every fourth same color, circle, circle, square, sure. So this was a cheat code for the trial, but that was easy. This statue. Does it say where we are, by the way, on this? Abaya. All this stuff. No. This just says joining the endpoints down into the horizon. That's south. Honorific master is followed by the surname. Do I have the word master? I don't seem to, so I can't just call this guy master whatever. I seem to need a first name. So this is like the king's relaxing place and his working place downstairs? Or the Raja, excuse me. Magnificent Raja. Yeah. What are y'all's chatter about? Keep your mouth shut, boy. Your father committed a murder. This person is being told to position guards. Does that tell me anything about, like, whether he's the spy master or something? It's probably the blade master, right? Oh, hang on. But then this instruction wouldn't say our noble blade master, right? Maybe this person is the spy master, but maybe not. You look like a blade master, if anything. Don't worry. Yep, I've killed lots of people. I'm a warrior. Okay, you look like a blade master. Putra. Is that one of the Rajas? Or one of the families? No, where have I seen Putra before? Yupik is your father. I mean, that's who we thought this guy was. Lankan lackey. Your father committed a murder. This says, oh, for telling me the secret, I'll let Zubiri live. And you can leave with your delegation. So you're bringing the Lankan delegation, right? So they might all be Karas, maybe. Except, like, you're calling these guys Lankan lackeys. Which suggests you're not from the same, clan, in-group, whatever. Earn a rightful title. Leave it in the bush by the pyre. So, I mean, this guy was clearly trying to help the woman cheat on the test, right? There's hints for the test inside the bush, just where this person was instructed to leave them. Putra could be like the spy master, maybe? Right, that's who would search things regularly, right? And anyway, this guy seems to be the blade master. Maybe. I mean, this is a blade master, probably. But I don't understand, like, how they fit into the local geopolitics. Like, is this a visiting blade master? They're a delegation from somewhere. But if so, why is this person writing to him? Right? I just don't quite understand. Ritual of rebirth is a thing they were doing, right? And this person died in here. Oh, I missed this. Throw me in the eye? She had blue paint. I haven't seen blue paint used anywhere here. My tender petal, your warrior, giant. So, leave my servitude and marry a brave fighter. Yupik. sent this message. Who is Yupik again? This person? The priest? I think. The priest said set everything up. There's revealed we'll lock it again. For the ritual, lock yourself inside and set things up. So you're a servant to somebody. Leave your servitude and marry a brave fighter. The boy will be heartbroken. We haven't yet seen any evidence of a boy who's in love with you. There are love letters, and they might have been to you. This is a letter to you. Your warrior, Jayan. Is that who you are? Because you have a letter to my tiger. Your moonlight and your queen. So... this is not sent by the servant who's hiding herself inside the case. It's sent by the potential heir who passed the test. But like, there's only one person in this whole universe who appears to be a sword person at all, right? And you have these letters saying, oh, a warrior, marry a brave fighter, you're a warrior, right? So, I think Jayan must be the warrior guy. And he sent her this love letter. And she is in love with him as well. Marry a brave fighter. And whatever boy you serve or were involuntarily betrothed to will be disappointed. Yupik sent her this. So... okay, maybe we should... certainly someone revealed a secret in exchange, right? And the Raja guy demanded someone's life. It was delivered. Someone something to someone, using something which he found in the something of something. Using a secret code? Could be secret again, actually. Which he found in, like, the something of the statue. So these are all just, like, poisons, basically. There's not one of them that's like a love potion. I still don't understand. Picture is the key. In what way? You will be heir. Found this poem and picture in the palace garbage. Did I say garage earlier? I don't remember. It's garbage. It's not like all the words are the same length. Like yellow and ocelot, those are 6-letter words, and untamed is 7. I don't understand what... In what way the picture is a key indicating the relevant words. Like, what about this picture says eat breakfast, sing poems? Oh, obviously it's eat. Lions eat things, but, you know, they eat breakfast too. I don't know. Have we figured out what kingdom we're in yet? I mean, Kara isn't even a name of one of these places. Maybe I was wrong to think of Upik Kara. But I don't know. See, like, Zubiri is Upik's son, right? Your Zubiri. Encoded correspondence. My spy. Ah, Soon is the spy master. Master Soon. So Soon is the surname, because we know master and then the surname is a thing that's said. So Soon is clearly the spy master. I think Giant is the first name of the Blade Master, right? Oops, Blade Master. So who is the Raja? Didn't we figure something out about that? It was Abaya, we think, is the Raja here. And we have this map, but we need a person's last name to tell us where we are. Abaya the Radiant. Albert, I won't come with you. Ignore them. Befriend Putra. Putra has the Raja's ear. Well, Putra must be the spy master then, right? And we already sort of thought that earlier from this note. Putra's dogs search our things. Okay. So, but who's like this? If this is Jayan, what is his last name? He's a tiger. Dharma of the Warrior. Venerable Upix. Watchful eyes notice everything. Okay, so I guess The dead woman inside of the trick thing, she must be Ari, right? This is the boy who she's going to escape the servitude of, I think. Stop asking to meet me. It's dumb. We'll die. Yupik watches everything. Yupik is your dad, which I guess is plausible. Oh, he's your dad. Yep. And you know his character. He will not tolerate this. You can't be a Kara person. So, Ari. So if this person is Ari, does that help us somehow? Yupik gave this woman instructions, which makes sense if he's her employer. Yeah. Throw me in the eye. The eye of what? This? So we figured out how this whole rebirth thing works. It should be the same name that goes here, and here, and here, I think. And that would also tell me what city we're in. Well, maybe I can fill in the Lemurian delegation. Because we know that's... like, the Karas, right? Zubiri... Kara, Yupik, Kara, and Ari something, but not Kara, I think. Because she says, I can never be part of the Kara family. I'm just a servant. How could I possibly know her name if it isn't Kara? She's not breathing. She has blue pigment on her hands. But a lot of these pigments are poisonous, right? This is interesting, actually. So green is aphid ink. Pink is Usharic ink. Black is sector ink. Blue is Laqua ink. And if we look... where does Laqua ink come from? Nesting crickets. Bite stops heart quickly. So here's a cricket. And it makes blue pigment, but also it's poisonous. So Is it possible that this blue paint unexpectedly killed her when something else was supposed to happen? In fact, if you look very closely, there's sort of like not just a missing bit of paint here, but like actual red. And some kind of surprising lines here. I wonder if there was a cricket in this jar. Like a live cricket that bit her. And she like squashed it in response, and the blue blood just splattered out everywhere. And that's how she died. Like this jar containing a cricket broke open, it bit her in the hand, and she squashed it. Whether that's true or false, I don't know how it helps me. But it's a possibility. Okay, more about important. The kingdoms named by the ruler's family. So is it possible that these people all have the same last name? No, because I was going to say, maybe these are just all named after the Raja. But we have Sun, who's the spy master. Well, actually, maybe we do. Sun is the only last name we have. Maybe they're all last name Sun because they're like the same clan. Kingdom. I don't think so. Just out of curiosity. No, even if I put these both in, I wouldn't know what city we're in, would I? Yeah, there's no Sun Kingdom anyway. So this is the last, like, plain text... I don't know. It's not plain text, it's encoded, right? But it's the last piece of text that I'm missing, right? I'm also missing, like, understanding who people are, how they fit together, and so on. But this paper is somehow a clue. And I have to decode it to understand what the clue even is. All the other clues I have, I just haven't put them together yet. This clue is a mystery. I don't know what the clue is. Like, it can't be that the statue indicates a number for each line somehow. Like, there are 2 horns on the top, so look at the second word in the first line. And then below that, there's 3 horns, so look at the third letter in the next line. Not horns, tines? Spokes? There's just no way this statue could encode, 20, 25 different numbers in an unambiguous way. So it has to be something else, and I mean, like, the stuff over here, not here, Dear Putra, the Sukera family. The servant girl is Sukera, and the blade master is named G. It's been a while since I read this one. Okay. So Sukera. There's Karas and Sukera are like the servants to the Karas, maybe? The blade master is named G. But is Jayan or G the first name? Royal Blade Master G. Master is followed by the surname. Your warrior, Jayan. This doesn't really tell me. We think Jayan must be his first name because that's the name he's using in the letter with his lover, right? So G must be his last name, is my thinking, and that's what's showing up in his formal writing here. Well, wait a minute. Except the Blade Master said he failed to seduce Mrs. Sukera. But Putra thinks this is a lie. So maybe he did succeed in seducing her, which we think is true. That's what she thinks, anyway. She says so. So for some reason, the Blade Master is lying to the Spy Master, obtaining successful results for the young prince. But indeed, the princess is the one who passed the test. So he seduced her, but she didn't do what the Spy Master wanted. Life for life. This information. What information? Invitation, there's a delegation. Master soon. Which we think is the Spy Master for some reason. Zubiri. Like, these guys are saying your father committed a murder. Your father's deceptions. So Ari isn't in love with him and is saying, stop flirting with me, your dad's watching. But really she's like, stop flirting with me, I love that hottie with the sword. I just gotta find the last name of all of these people, and like the whole thinking panel falls apart. Because these two have the same last name, which is the same as this guy's name, which would go here. Oh, I can fill in Sukera up there actually now. I finally have that much. Good. I could fill this in if I could just get this guy's last name. And I think maybe that would tell me which kingdom we're in, right? Because doesn't this say... Yeah, the kingdoms are named after the ruler's family. Jaffna, Gamini, and Vijaya. So if I could find out the ruler's name, I would know all of these things. How am I doing on time anyway? Hour 15. I feel like I'm at once miles away from solving it and like just one key breakthrough away from blowing this whole thing wide open. And the breakthrough is this. So, like, this is infernal. There's an eye. Maybe. Fire. This is related to fire. Infernal fire. If. And, like, you could fit a U in here, but, like, if you started a coded message with if you used up, like, a third of the letters already. If you blank blank, like, there's just not enough letters left, I feel like. But, like, yelling, ordeal, unenviable, I guess. These all sort of are associated with the devil. If you... Fear? Guard? He looks like a guard, right? If you... G. Agony. Yeah, that seems about right. Infernal. Duty or limbo, probably. Would be associated with the devil somehow. Limbo, sure. Fear, agony, infernal, limbo. Fail. If you fail. That's a plausible way to decode the first column, I think. Lava, ominous, otherworldly, killer. Look something. Okay? I bet this will be in. Ignited nightmares. In. Monstrous yell. My mouth. It's going to say mouth, right? Misery. Odious. Unclean. Terror. Horror. If you fail, look in my mouth. But there's nothing here. It's just a statue. I thought this would tell me something cool. Well, okay. So, the statue was not itself the gift from the Seven Seas Trading Company that Albert brought, right? Because he said, oh yeah, we also provided a gift, a statue. Great. So, fine. But then this said, like, place a gift as indicated in the wrapping paper inside the mouth. So a gift has been placed in the statue's mouth, and the statue is itself a different gift. But they're from, like, different people, right? The statue was from central office, and what went inside is from whoever this guy is. If you fail, look in my mouth. But I can't look in your mouth. There's nothing there. So I have to guess what was there? So, I mean, I could brute force this if I had to. But I don't see a good reason to do so. Also, I can probably write this guy down as the spy master, right? Your putra soon. And we think you're Jayan G. So all three of these guys share a last name, and I could just put them all in and see which one it says is correct. Okay, let's maybe work on this scroll. There's some stuff I can write in here. So using a something, which he found in the mouth of the statue, I assume. It was delivered by Albert Cloudsley, resulting in the death of, well... We know the person who demanded someone's life was Abaya somebody, and he wanted Zubiri Kara's life. But instead, Yupi Kara revealed a secret, resulting in the death of, I mean, there are two people who died, right? Ari Sukera and Anula something, right? Is it... Hang on. Is it possible that we're just in Lankapur because we're in Lanka? No, Lanka Island is all three of these. Lankapur is one city here. It's not like the whole place. Using a... I mean, I think it was a cricket, right? If an object caused the death of a person, then it was this cricket that exploded in Ari Sukera's hand, right? Which is up here. I wish so much. Well, I mean... It also resulted in the death of Anula, whatever. Anyway, I wish so much they just left all the words down here instead of saying, oh, you filled something in, great. Now use this, because every time you want to use a word, instead of using it from the like nicely alphabetical sorted thing, you have to be like, where have I successfully entered this before? So seduced could be a thing? Although I don't know why a cricket would seduce a person. Like, killed someone. Yeah. Maybe what happened is... Ari Sukera was killed using a cricket. And I think the person... He was... Well... And that resulted in the death of Anula, right? Like, because the person who was supposed to operate the mechanism to keep her alive was killed, then she died. Right? So who killed Ari Sukera? And why does she have a bottle that's like, use me on the eye? Like, how How did she come to be holding the cricket that killed her with a broken bottle inside the thing with her? Like, she wouldn't just be holding a bottle with a cricket in it and be like, I know, I'll smash the bottle. Oh no, it bit me and I'm dead. That doesn't make sense. She knows what the deal is with that cricket, right? And yet, I don't know what else to think about it. One interesting note, I suppose, is that this bottle has writing on it in green. And the only writing in green we've seen from anybody is here. Right? The loser of the trial, I guess, the exam. So perhaps she wasn't holding this bottle. Rather, it was thrown into the case through the eye of this case, right? Like through here or something. And it had a cricket in it. Throw me in the eye, it was a cricket, right? So someone delivered, Albert Cloudsley delivered, on behalf of someone else at the Seven Seeds Company, this cricket in a bottle to the prince. And the prince knew he had failed the test, either because he just wasn't confident in his answers or because, you know, they revealed the ceremony. Yeah. They revealed the winner, and then later that day, they came back in here to do the ritual. That was mentioned somewhere. Here? No, here. So, when the winner's revealed, we'll lock it again. The evening before the ritual, lock yourself inside and set everything up. Got it. So, it was in fact the prince who killed Ari using a cricket because he failed. So he set up his sister to be killed. Where can I find Tissa? Although perhaps he didn't know what would be the effect of his action. He just got instructions saying if you fail the test, toss this in the eye of the casket thing. So I really am just missing the ruler's last name now. Everything else will be filled in once I get that. Abaya, yes. Abaya the Radiant. Nothing here tells me much. I wonder if the way the moon is pointing could tell us something. Because we have this map here. And we know where some mountains are. Right? Sort of. And we know which way is south. There's this mountain with like a big tree on it. There's mountains like... I don't totally understand the navigation directions here. crescent moon, joining the endpoints and down into the horizon. So it would be like that. I don't quite know what that means, but there are mountains south of wherever we are, probably. Which kind of has to put us in Gamini? Because Lanka, the cities, well, for the countries, it's like, well, the kingdoms, I guess. Yeah, there are places in Vijaya where there are mountains south of you, but not in Lankapur or in Jambupur. Only in Klusapur is this formation to the south of you. Yeah, that seems legit. I think we're in Klusapur, therefore we're in the Jamini Kingdom. So all of these persons, the royalty, have the last name Jamini. Yeah, okay, I finally figured it out. We're in Klusapur, and these are more Gaminis. Uh-huh. And put our last two Gaminis in here. Or our last three. Okay. I finally figured out what to do with, like, the direction that south is. I couldn't understand why that was important. And then I sort of lost track of it for a while. Young Prince Tissa failed to pass the Lemurian test to become an heir. So, as advised by a secret correspondent, he took receipt of a bottle containing a deadly insect, along with instructions, delivered by Albert Cloudsley. Before the ritual, Tissa threw the bottle into the machine and murdered the Lemurian servant Ari. She could not lower Princess Anula, and the princess died. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess it kind of was a big breakthrough when I finally got what was going on with this. Because all it said was, like, if you fail, look in my mouth. And I already knew there was something in here. And I didn't know what. But it got me thinking about who had failed. And at first I thought they meant the Blade Master had failed to seduce the girl. Because, like, that's what it says right here. I couldn't seduce somebody. But she clearly had, like, love letters to and from her to the Blade Master, so he was just lying. And then I guess the green ink on this made me think more about how this even got here. What eye? The eye of this box, I guess. So, I guess the murder that they're talking about, then, over here? Here. Your father committed a murder. They're talking about how the princess died here when the Lemurian saint had promised she would be fine. Here. I still believe it's safe for your children to go to the test. I'd go through the rites of rebirth. Well, this was written by the Blade Master, but... the Spy Master. The Lemurian Saint confirms the ritual is the same as it was. So, the Lemurian Saint said, yeah, we can do this. Don't worry, she'll be fine. But then actually she just died. And that's the murder everybody was talking about. Committed by this guy's father, the Lemurian Saint. We still don't really know who the benefactor at the Seven Seas Trading Company was who did this. Albert Cloudsley is just a hapless whatever. But okay, fine. We did it. There was certainly a lot to piece together. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.